Today we're going to be discussing a video about the double standards between men and women.
Let's start with the double standards men face in society. Now, the main one that comes to my mind immediately is just being flat out broke. As a man, if you're broke, you're...
Bro, this is the worst. You cannot be broke. As a dude, it's the worst thing you can ever be is broke. No one's going to fuck with you if you're broke, except other broke people.
Skyrocketed to the bottom of society in multiple ways. Simple.
It feels like sometimes as a man, at least in America, your value is directly tied to how much money you have. That's it. Doesn't matter if you're a good person, bad person. If you got you got a lot of money or way more money than everyone else, your value is like skyrockets. It doesn't matter what type of person you are at all.
Simply put, a lot of guys in the world just aren't gonna care because they have to worry about themselves. And they think you'll eventually just have to man up, I guess. And in the words of an IG...
And that man up phrase is also the worst. Like, it's men can't feel any type of emotional distress or any deviate from the norm of what a man should be. Although it's always just like, oh, man up. Are you dealing with something? Man up. You're going through something crazy? Man up. It's annoying.
Reels comment. Get a job, little nigga. Meanwhile, for women, of course it's not all roses and petals being broke. You both got no money. But there is one huge difference between us. A girl could have 0%.
Yeah.
Anything.
Women can be broke as hell and it don't matter as long as they look good. You know, like, it's so insane. A dude can be broke and he's just the worst person in the world. But a woman can be broke. It's okay. Who cares? She's a girl.
Throughout her whole lifespan. But there will always still be a guy out there that's willing to date, marry, and...
Another thing that bothers me is, like, women can be broke and, like, they can live with their parents and it's cool. It's all right. But don't let a dude be broke and live with his parents, bro. Living with your parents is, as a dude, after you turn 18, you better move out. You better get out that house with your parents. Otherwise, you're just a bum, a loser, yada, yada. But a woman can live with her parents damn near entire life. And it's like, it's okay.
The weird thing I see some women do, though, is they'll be living in the absolute
yes, bro,
and bare bones of society. But say
a woman will live in the ghetto, the super ghetto. And it's like, oh, that's all right. She's a woman. But a dude, oh, I hate it.
Don't talk to me until I see.
It's literally, damn, bitch, you live like this, me.
Your pay stub has over 6 figures on it. Like, bro, what? You play in the league you were set on. Why are you trying to change shit around? And it actually...
Yeah, also, like, you ever see those memes of women in the videos getting interviews, like, how much does a man have to make to date you or whatever, and always, like, say some astronomically high number. It leads me to believe, like, they don't work and they don't really understand the value of a dollar. Not all women, but the women you see in those interviews every now and then, I think they really don't have a job.
Next obvious double standard we all know is being short. Although I'm in the 7'1" club, I understand y'all's pain.
Yeah, not to brag, I'm over 6 foot, so like I can't relate. But I do think it's obnoxious. Like, judging somebody off of something they have no control over. That's the worst part about it. Like, you were born like that. You're just born short. You're born tall. There's nothing you can do. You just won the lottery or lost the lottery. It really shouldn't be that big a deal. But I guess I understand people have preferences. It's just when you get really weird about it, it's like, oh, you're short. You're a dude and you're short. Embarrassing.
Being short as a guy is one of those things where you just never stop hearing jokes from people about. You're getting roasted by your friends every day.
Bro, that's crazy that... Hold on. He picked him up, bro. That's insane, bro. He just picked him up like that. That's embarrassing. Live on TV like he's a child. And it looked like he kind of went in for it too. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute.
Being short as a guy is one of those things where you just never
stop. Oh, he wasn't expecting it. That's embarrassing.
You're getting roasted by your friends every day about it. And of course, there's the dating market. That's already become the most biased market to ever exist. But
bro, the dating market is so bad. I actually wouldn't even say it's bad. I think like online dating is where it's bad because people are just showing a snapshot of who they are or their life type stuff. It's type stuff. Why'd I say it like that? And it just like... So they have like super double standards because it's showing like the best parts of their life, as opposed to if you meet somebody in real life, you guys can form a better connection. I don't know if I'm like making sense, but dating apps is hard. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Being short adds an extra pain to that. I mean, there's literally an entire business model now catered to short guys for shoe height boosting.
That's insane. That's crazy. Like, why would you want to do that? Because once you take your shoes off, you're fucked. You're back to your normal height. Just accept that you're short. Just accept who you are. Also, low-key, it looks like you're wearing high heels. You're going to get bullied more for wearing high heels for men than just accepting the fact that you're short.
But it's gotten so bad that you'll have 4'10" Skittle-sized ass.
Bro, I can't do that. like I said, like I'm over 6 foot, but dating somebody that short, I can't do it. If I gotta bend down for real, to kiss you or whatever, it ain't gonna work, bro. It's uncomfortable. I can't deal with that.
The next double standard we got is just being fat. I'm a firm believer to this day that the whole fat phobia movement was never meant for men. Like, fat guys gotta be the #1 most clowned and joked group about in society.
I could argue that it's hard for bigger people of any gender, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's been worse for women if they're fatter, you know what I mean? I feel like guys can get away with being bigger, but it's way harder for women to get away with that. So I don't know about this double standard, but for sure it's the bullying is definitely bad on both sides. And when it comes to bigger dudes, I think it's all about like two things. It's about personality and the way you dress. Because I feel like there's dudes who are big, but they dress to hide that they're big. You know what I mean? Like, you're already big. Don't get like the super double, triple XL shirt to try to compensate. Get something that fits your body type.
About 99.9% of the time, if it's a fat guy joke, everyone's just dying laughing, rolling on the floor laughing at the joke. But make it a fat girl joke and you just started a whole terroristic attack in the comment section. And if you're a guy making that joke, let's just say you'll be lucky if you have your job by the end of the week. That's why I was really surprised that Lizzo got the meme treatment.
Bro, that Lizzo shit was crazy. You guys follow that like a month ago or whatever, a couple of months ago when what she was doing? Holy shit.
The last one we've got is what I like to call the zesty effect.
Oh my God, the zesty shit that recently came up, I can't stand it. Bro, you can't do anything without someone saying, "Oh, you zesty." And it's like they know exactly what they're saying. Especially, women online have been using this term zesty as a way to kind of get away with like being homophobic. But if you press them on it, they're like, "Oh, I'm not being homophobic. I'm just saying he's zesty." You know exactly what you're doing with that shit, and it drives me crazy.
That if you do anything remotely close to feminine as a guy now, you're getting called zesty. You stretching after sitting down for a long time. Hey, yo, who you preparing that back for? Now you definitely hiding in the closet. You sitting down in the legs crossed position. Hey, yo, who you trying to hide them nuts from, nigga? Now you definitely closet. You bending over to pick up something after dropping it. Hey, yo, now leaving them cheeks.
Yo, the fucking "hey yo" is so accurate too. Everyone does that shit too. I hate it. I see it a lot online where you can't say or do anything and someone just be like, "Hey yo, hey yo." That shit is so dumb, bro. It's corny as fuck.
Like that unattended is odd. You definitely closeted. Meanwhile, women will have a 10-person orgy with their best friends and no one bats an eye. And don't get this wrong, okay? I'm not saying I'd ever want to do that shit. I'm not on Lil Nas X timing, okay? But I'm bringing this up for a reason. There are some women out there that actually get disgusted when a guy does one of these quote-unquote feminine actions.
Yeah, if you ever run into any women like that and they kind of just like get on your case for doing anything type of like feminine or whatever, and they make a big deal about it, trust me, you do not want to be with that person.
Like, they'll actually think something like crossing your legs means you've lost your respect as a man in the relationship. And if you don't believe me, no problem. Go on TikTok and look at one of those videos about the quote-unquote ick.
Oh, not the ick, bro. I forgot about the ick. This is also going back to what I said a couple of videos ago about how men can't do anything. And it's just like a ever-growing list of things that men can't do, otherwise it's considered gay.
Women's double standards. Now, the one most obvious one we all know off rip is being a hoe. If you're a guy out there every other day,
yeah, this is the obvious one, I guess.
Applaud you and nothing else. Your friends are gonna dap you up because they know you can pull. Other girls are gonna be enamored by you because they know you can.
If women know you're getting other girls, like you have that type of like charisma and you're able to pull women, it's weird that women do become more attracted to you than if they don't see you getting other women. It's like they kind of assume you're a loser. And then it's very fucking weird when you think about it.
Meanwhile, I don't think there is a single other person proud of when a woman does the same thing other than, well, other hoes. Her friends are most likely gonna shun her even if they don't do it in front of her. Other guys are definitely not gonna be attractive.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most like unfair double standards because it's just like it's such a basic human thing that people have such a stigma around it, and I hate it when it comes to sex. People are so fucking weird when it comes to sex in this country. I can't stand it. And maybe it's like not just this country. I'm American, so maybe it's different in other places. I don't fucking know. I doubt it, but I don't fucking know. But like the stigma around sex is awful.
You'll have guys out there with 300 bodies and every STD not even listed in the book talking about, man, when I settle down,
yeah, this picture's fucking weak.
my girl's gonna have 0 bodies regardless. 1 at the most if I allow it.
Also, it's like, why would you want to date somebody with no experience? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want to be with someone who actually kind of explored what they like and what they don't like? That's just me, though.
This women's hygiene product. sex. Women have literally zero control over their period.
This is, I don't know if he's going to go in the direction where I'm going, but one thing I hate about double standards when it comes to hygiene products between men and women just be having shit that's like better smelling most of the time. And I don't mean like the super fruity like perfume and shit, but like deodorant, just like they have normal things they can pick. There'll be normal scents and stuff like lavender or flowers or some shit. It's just like normal smelling shit. But dude, just like you go to get deodorant, it's like this shit smells like fucking, I don't want to smell like dragon's breath. You know what I mean? I just want some normal smelling deodorant that smells good. Obviously there are options out there, but it's just annoying.
You know for a fact if guys had penis bleeds every month, like,
oh, you kidding me, bro? You'd be, the day you would be born, you would be given that shit enrolled into some type of like health care service or something that'll be free or close to nothing just to avoid. Then again, I wouldn't put it past America to also make men pay for that shit as well, because that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna hold you.
that just pains me to even think about. Some blood gushing out my pee hole every month. Then we would have a product for free on every other street corner. And we kind of already do. Like, they'll give out free condoms and stuff before giving out free period pads. The next one we got is makeup.
I don't know if that's the same thing, but okay.
Now this one's more complicated because I think a lot of times women will complain that men cause these super duper makeup standards to become so popular, but it'll end up just being them kinda competing against each other to.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both though. I don't think it's just one thing. It's makeup has been around fucking since like the beginning of the goddamn time. It's beginning of humanity or whatever, but like I don't think it's just one side or the other forcing it on the other person. Like I think it's a little bit of a both for sure.
I personally think a lot more guys have shifted to liking a more natural face. But at the same time, dudes will say they like no makeup and all natural, then end up clowning a female celebrity when she posts a pic with no makeup.
Yeah, that's fucking true.
Like, these comments be
See, I think a lot of people who do that type of shit are like people who don't have a lot of interaction with the opposite sex. You know what I mean? If you're around women like enough throughout the day, you see them without makeup, but it's not that big a deal. But I think the only people who are like that are people who are just constantly on fucking Instagram or on the internet, and they really don't talk to women IRL. I'm convinced.
brutal. Y'all be ragging on them like there's no tomorrow. It's gotten so bad that some guys on Twitter a couple months ago were trying to say that Margot Robbie,
I seen this shit. Bro, I seen that dumb shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, it was so insane to me. I didn't even interact with the shit when I saw that. I'm like, people on the internet would call anything mid because one, they're just farming for likes, and now that you can get paid on Twitter for interaction and shit, they're probably just doing that. But it was so dumb, man.
These are real tweets by real people that got tracked.
Notice how they have like the check mark. Like I'm saying, if you have the check mark, you can get paid off the engagements and shit. I wouldn't put it past them just to be doing this just to try and get money.
And this is her without me.
She looks great. Like, what? She looks great without me. Whatever, who cares? That was a good video. I think when it comes to double standards, I think it's kind of shitty on both sides. Sure, we can sit here and compare the two all day long, but really, a lot of this shit is just stuff we should get over. We can just cut it out of society and just be normal, but that's not how the humans work, man. We love to pick things apart and judge people for things they can't control or whatever. Anyway, I'm out of here.